let's talk a little bit about Logan Stieber, who just retired this past month. So Stieber, former Ohio State wrestler, four-time national champion, one of only 4 guys to win a national title. Now, he announced his retirement on social media, saying, "I'm grateful I've done this sport for the last 24 years. Out of everything, I'll miss competing alongside my friends the most. On to the next adventure." He announced that on Instagram. He announced his retirement. And, let's just go through a couple of, because I have a lot of high school guys that watch this program. Maybe you don't know who Logan Stieber is, and that's totally okay. I think maybe you know the name, maybe you don't know the accomplishments. So, Stieber is a 4-time state champ from Monroeville High School in Ohio. He's a 4-time Big Ten champion, and he's a 4-time national champion. And on top of that, he's a world champion. He helped Ohio State win a national dual title, as well as a team title, as well as USA win a national world title. So this guy, Logan Stieber, has had a phenomenal career, one of the best in all of wrestling. He's a 4-time national champ, among greats like Pat Smith, like Kel Sanderson, like Kyle Dake, is Kyle Stieber. Now, he is actually the most recent 4-timer, and we have a couple chances of guys winning a 4-time title in the next couple years, but it's not an easy thing to do. So in his national finals, he beat a couple guys you may know, like Jordan Oliver, Tony Ramos from Iowa, and Devin Carter, as well as Mitchell Port. He won those matches in the national finals. Now, what's funny is Ramos and Oliver actually went on to win national titles themselves in years when Stieber was not wrestling. So that's pretty cool. Now, as a freestyle world champ at 61 kilograms, he made the 2017 and 2018 teams, but now he will actually be joining the freestyle staff, and this is full of athletes like Kyle Snyder, like Nathan Tomasello, Nato, like now Miles Martin, Colin Moore probably be joining that team, Joey McKenna. We have a lot of guys that, Ohio State actually has arguably the best RTC program for freestyle wrestling, for training world athletes in the sport of wrestling. And next year, 2020, is an Olympic year. So a lot of people are wondering, why did Stieber retire now? Why didn't he just wait out another year or two? And I really think that comes down to a lot of different decisions that I think people aren't taking into consideration. And I think there are maybe three main decisions that probably led to this. And I don't have any inside info. I'm just saying. One, his heart's not in it anymore. He just wants to coach. He doesn't really want to wrestle competitively. I don't think that's it. If his heart wasn't in it, he wouldn't have won all these titles. He wouldn't have wanted to come back and coach. I don't think that his heart's not in it. Second thing, maybe there's some sort of injury that's been nagging at him. Maybe it's a knee. Maybe it's an ankle. Maybe it's a torn ligament. Maybe we don't know what it is. Maybe that's an injury. I don't know. The third option that I think it could be is that, and please let me know what you think, my third option that I think could be keeping Stieber out of competition, makes him retire, is the fact that maybe he just wants to move on with life, start a family. That's totally reasonable for a guy to want to do that. He's 28 years old now. He is married. Maybe he wants to start a family and start having kids. That's around the age a lot of people start having kids, is 28. You forget that a lot of these athletes are real people. They have families. They want to start families. I think, in my opinion, I think that's what it comes down to. That way he can still coach and, help these other guys train, but he doesn't have to be wrestling competitively.